I'm proud of GamerGate, I must say that. From all the attacks it's been under, we're still seeing an enormous amount of grace coming through from the very core. And quite frankly, the vast amount of people that are supporting, standing behind GamerGate and saying enough is enough. There are, of course, a few assholes out there doing their damnedest to just toss more gasoline onto the flames. And this morning hasn't really brought very good news for the GamerGate side of things. The people standing up and saying enough is enough. The Thunderfoot video that just came out saying that he will be moving on, he will not be covering any more of Anita Sarkeesian, although I doubt that. He will probably revisit more of her stupidity in the future when she releases more. It's just too simple of a target and it really needs dressing down when it's coming around. So I think Thunderfoot should continue with it. It doesn't have to do too many videos about it, but every time she comes out with something big, it is nice to have someone that you know is reasonable, that is taking time to properly research and look through things. So I think losing Thunderfoot's voice as a counterbalance to the bullshit propaganda that is being spewed from Anita Sarkeesian is good, because that means that if she's coming out with something that is actually viable, then having someone that has been openly critiquing her like Thunderfoot has is a very, very good sign, because that means that things will be moving forward, or at least be bringing truth into the broad spectrum that this has exploded up into. But as I said, I'm proud of GamerGate and what they have done, and it's really has nothing to do with the scandals or the core or anything. It's just something that ended up on my Twitter feed this morning. And for those of you that heard last night or yesterday's video, you know that I have got my hands on the new game Destiny. And Destiny is a business. Bungie that owns this, they are all about the business and trying to make sure that they get the coverage, they get the newsfeed, they get everything they need to promote and get this out there. So Destiny puts up a very innocuous tweet that in itself isn't really that bad. It's the default standard promo, and getting started on your Destiny journey is what they're asking. So Destiny the game, the official Twitter, posted this: getting started on your hashtag Destiny journey ? Kotaku has some tips for fighting back the darkness. Kotaku.com blah 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 blah. And the article itself is not that offensive in any way. It's just the normal press release coverage. Maybe they have added a few words in there, I can't really tell, because I just glossed over to see that there wasn't anything about trying to shut down gamers or anything. They may have rewritten the article between the time I'm recording this and you are listening to this, but when I read it, I glanced through it quickly, it was all about game, nothing else. But the thing, as I said, that impressed me was the responses that came through. And if we go through here, I'm gonna show you, because for once I'm gonna try to add the screen caps. First response that is on the list that I'm getting up to this tweet is Scumbag Brandon. At Destiny the game, shooting anything that moves, that's my tip. It's quite accurate. If it moves, shoot. Ask questions later. Things will either kill you, or they are your friends and they can't be hurt by your bullets. It's a little bit boring that way, but it makes for a much more sane gameplay when you play the game, that you're not being shot by your friends or allies or anything. Friendly fire is a fun feature, but let's move on. Justin Pitta Man. Destiny the game, Kotaku. Pro tip, play Diablo UEE instead. Also a good game, it's not Destiny. So we're moving on. Gary, Capped Motorcycle. Destiny game, Kotaku. No one takes Kotaku seriously. Fail harder, guys. And this is where I started to expect, oh there, here comes the flame war, here comes the trolls, here comes the troll baiters, here comes the feminist, the anti-feminist, here comes the entire brigade. But we're moving down the list. Ryan Wheat, Blackthorn's best. Destiny the game just picked it up. Here's to it hopefully meeting my expectations. Cheers. And then a picture of him picking it up, holding the game on its and just taking an Instagram shot. Moving on. Destiny the game, Kotaku. Though the good folks over here in GamerGate would recommend the website not implicated in corruption. Well done on you, Miles Ellis, not the skeleton. Yet again, I'm thinking, okay, we're starting to track momentum. There's going to be vitriol, there's going to be foul language, there's going to be name calling, there's going to be harassment, there's going to be at least one woman that is being openly abused and threatened with rape. Let's get on. W.A. Patterson. Destiny game. No. Not buying your game unless you pull support of Kotaku. Hashtag boycott Destiny. Hashtag Gamergate. It's a fair and reasonable demand, although this is just part of a press release that's gone out to the usual distributing outlets, so I don't think Destiny was really in control of who they were sending to. They could, however, as W.A. Patterson is saying, chosen not to retweet Kotaku. And whilst I'm not in favor of banning or anything, I think until we've had proper clarity is what's going on with the entire Gamergate business and industry, we definitely need to stop retweeting, reading, reposting, Facebooking, Google Plusing, everything that has to do with anyone that has been properly implicated. Just the name that has been mentioned, that is fine, but when you have something like Kotaku that says you're not a gamer, you're dead, you're useless, then they are definitely somewhere within that circle, and until they can really clarify that, please pull the support away from them. Do not go to their Twitter page, do not go to their Wikipedia pages, don't do anything. Let the guys at the center of this, Mundane Matt and all these that put out reportive, investigative, journalistic pieces on these, let them be the only clicks that comes to these websites. Don't give them traffic, don't give them clicks, don't give them any links, don't link them from your own Twitter account, because that gives strength to their pages in the Google and Bing search engines. That's how internet works. The more people link to talk about a certain thing, Google will put it higher and higher and higher up on the list, so eventually it will become the number one when you have a search result. That's how the online marketing business works. You get hundreds, if not millions of links to one single page, and that will completely dominate out anything else, regardless of its validity to the search question you have in mind. Google is good at keeping a tidy house, but they're not perfect, and Bing is absolutely useless. That's why you have so widely different results going to Bing and Google searching for the very same thing. Let's move on. Matt Bishop, Papa Smurf 5310. Destiny game. How about we hear something about the centipede issues that have been affecting colleges? Now, I do not really know exactly what this reference is, but I have seen, being very involved in this whole Destiny thing and trying to play and partake in the community, it seems that colleges all over America, I believe, I haven't had time to dig into it. I'm far interested in playing the game and keeping Gamergate under my thumb, so to speak, so that I know what's going on there. I don't have time to investigate anything else. There's not enough minutes in the day. But colleges in America apparently suffering from not being able to play Destiny game. They've suffered lag issues and whatnot. I do not know exactly what's going on there, but no one has had trouble elsewhere in the world except on a few certain college campuses, and it's something that's, I don't know, it might be the IT admin that thinks, oh, too much broadband being consumed about the game and we're supposed to be doing school stuff. Let's move on. W.A. Patterson, Destiny game, Kotaku. Lol, I'll bail that site, along with many other gamers. Hashtag Gamergate. I'm starting to get a little bit disappointed here in these tweets. Where is the vitriol? Where's the hatred? Where are my fellow misogynistic, patriarchal, women-bashing, rape-threatening, cisgendered white males in their overprivileged towers pissing down on these poor feminists. We're talking about GamerGate, and we're talking about a new game supporting, or at least giving a tweet for a website that is implicated in all these corruptions and underhanded dealings, not to mention the fact that they're pissing all over the gamers. Where is it? Where is the support, guys? Come on, show me where the support is for the misogynistic culture and the rape culture that we have. Where is it? Ragnar, Rage Viking. Destiny game, Kotaku. I will play your game, but please don't link to that site. It reflects poorly on your company. Where's the vitriol? Come on, guys, you can do so much worse than this. Nickmare 2. Not a skeleton. Riddle 1965. Destiny the game, Kotaku. Kotaku's corrupt. Full stop. I will not support such a site. Hashtag GamerGate. Right? Am I... Don't I have my gender spectacles on or something? Am I reading this wrong? Where is the threat? Where are the misogynistic statements in this? Jason Wall. King Jasius. Destiny the game, Kotaku. Sorry. Not going to buy Destiny while you're in league with that Kotaku. I'm a gamer, not a misogynist. Hashtag GamerGate. Oh well, at least we got the word misogynist in there somewhere. I hope the feminists are proud. I mean, that's the buzzword they want to keep going in the forefront of every gamer's mind at every single second of every single day. But still, I don't have a rape threat. I don't have a woman bashing thing. Heck, we haven't even had a mention to Anita Sarkeesian yet. Where's the conspiracy, guys? Come on, show me. Let's move on. Leighton T. Pizzaman. Best game ever. Didn't say much that. Right, let's move on. Maybe we can have some luck with the next one. ABZ. Destiny game. I entered the code for the Vanguard Armory, but there is nothing there. My friends have done it and they got their stuff. And a tilting smiley. Not really happy. Well, sorry to say, BZ. Your Vanguard Armory has to be collected in-game, and there should be the instructions in the leaflet of your game that you have purchased. At least that's where I got my information. I got the Vanguard stuff myself. It is nothing but eye candy, but it is looking damn good. Let's move on and see if we have anything else. Nickmare 2 is back again. At Destiny game at Kotaku. I was never planning to buy Destiny, but I will if you remove the Kotaku from your Twitter. That is how corrupt they are. Well, it's not really pointing out how corrupt they are, I must say here, Nickmare, but I would say it's a reasonable statement, reasonable request, and don't think Destiny the game is really that easily bought, but I would say just for common decency, the request that please stop tweeting about Kotaku is reasonable. Please don't give support to these websites, and if you're a really big player like Destiny is and will be for the next 10 years, then most definitely, then don't do this. But I think it's an issue of educating them to get them to see what's going on behind the scenes and how websites like Kotaku is pissing on the gamers, yet they're supposed to be reporting about games. Moving on, we have Grantith. I was going to say that was Granith, but this is Grantith. Destiny game Kotaku. No, I haven't started my journey because my game won't install and no one will help me. Sorry to hear about that, Grantith. It did take me about 15 minutes to install the game. All the whilst my PlayStation was downloading the 265 megabyte patch, which was a very, very small patch for being a first day game launch thingy, and the servers have been very, very stable. I haven't had any issues so far. Don't really know what I can say. Check that your console is plugged into network cables rather than the Wi-Fi. Other than that, I don't really know what could be wrong because your tweet isn't really saying anything. I was hoping that you were going to bring in some misogynistic bullcrap and something for the feminists to latch onto, but it seems that you have a legit question for these guys. We have Tommy Jones then. Shoot Fire Hot Rod. Destiny game Kotaku. Been installing your game for 7 hours now and it's only at 29%. WTF. Well, have you tried turning it off and on again? Might be something corrupt on your hard drive. It sounds like you're on an Xbox. I'm not really sure if that is the case, but have a go at it. And let's see if they can respond and hopefully get back to you and make sure that you can play the game. It's quite fantastic. We have Justin Pitta, Pitta Man again. Hey, 22489062. I'm assuming you're talking about Diablo UEE. And that was it. That was the entire bad thing that the GamerGate people are up to the latest new big game when they're linking to something that has been very, very much implicated in the center of this GamerGate thing. I am hoping that Destiny, the Bungie people, will try and stay above and out of it and will try to research and investigate into it. And if you happen to be from Bungie or Destiny the game, you're interested in someone that knows gaming culture and loves to read about it and more than willing to help you out with your social media stuff, do give me a contact, drop me a message. I'm more than happy to start working as community supervisor or something for your game. It's absolutely fantastic. And to all of you at the Destiny the game, I hope you're not receiving too much flack for this. I did this particular video just to highlight how much hatred that is coming from the GamerGate people, and as you can see, there is absolutely nothing there. This was just one sample I took out. Yes, I did read it beforehand, so I knew exactly what it was about, but you have to agree, the other side, which is the Kotaku, which is the Anita Sarkeesians, her marketing team, the Silver String or Silver Stream or whatever they call media, these Indie Games Dev Fund, whatever they're called, they are the ones really pushing for and saying there's so much hatred coming, there's so much harassment, there's sexual threats, sexual violence, all that things. It isn't the gamers' fault. The gamers have put the stand. Unfortunately, there are fringe people, and I'm not even saying fringe people, there are people that are latching on to this, not really knowing what's going on, but they're just tossing in the usual firebombs and wanting to inflame even more. Luckily, the team that is fighting on the GamerGate side, the Mundane Matt, the Thunderfoot, the Internet Aristocrat, all these people are used to receiving these death threats for real. These flames, these trolls, these are people that are dealing with the real horrible things on the internet. Not the Anita Sarkeesians. They are experiencing a manufactured thing where they're manufacturing a scenario where they're hoping to bait a few trolls that don't mean anything. And if you don't understand what I mean when I'm saying receiving real threats, the best thing I've ever seen to describe a real online threat is the things Thunderfoot have received. And he has the videos to prove it, he has the links, he has the research, he has the backup to really show you what a proper threat looks like. Anita Sarkeesian at best has a very mysterious screenshot to show, look at these horrible words that have been printed on the screen by an account that only has 10 tweets and has never been around, and it is mysteriously a first name, last name, very odd thing, very random, very generic name. That's what Anita Sarkeesian got. No proper proof of the threats. And if she did, I do hope she has FBI on speed dial, because the things I've seen these trolls do to her, it's not nice. Photoshopping a face into child pornography, that is, doesn't matter who you are, you're just simply wrong and a bad person. Don't do that. You're not funny, if you're not creative, and I do hope the FBI comes flattening your house when they come in and get you and let you go away for a long, long time. That shit isn't okay. And that includes that I haven't put it past Anita Sarkeesian to actually have had someone of her team or herself doing this just to try and get more sympathy. We already know she's faking a lot of the shit happening to her. We already know she's baiting for it. We don't really know if... We can't, unfortunately, not put it past her that she wouldn't do this to herself. Well, do let me know what you like about this new mode here, and if you like the fact that I'm putting in these screenshots so that you can see them. This tweet is available on the Destiny, the game's own Twitter feed. I will probably link the description in the text box below and see what happens, so you guys can see this for yourself. Until next time, my name is Jim. Please remember to subscribe, like, leave feedback, comment, thoughts. Remember, stay away from these websites, don't offer them links, clicks, anything. Put them on a whitelist or something, have a notepad block on your computer or wherever you keep these things. Remember to stay away from them, because just the click, even if you give an accidental click for just a couple of seconds, they have received your visits, they are upping their CPM, which is impressions per 1,000 visits. And some of these sponsorships, they have paid them about $7 to $10 per every 1,000 visits they have. So even if you didn't read, you didn't do anything, your tiny little ping to that website register on their hit counter, and they're invoicing someone, they're making money of it. Stay true to yourself, guys. Peace out.